What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all feeling this week? Today we're gonna talk about the top 5 ways you can use your cell phone on a professional shoot. A lot of people don't really think about it. And one of them even includes an upsell that you can sell to your client that they'll pay extra for. We're gonna talk about that. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? If this is your first time on this channel right here, my name is Ty. I'm a former Army combat photographer, and I'm your guy for the moment. And today we're going to talk about cell phones. The first one, number 5, of course, the number 5 thing people don't think about, and I talk about it a lot if you follow me, and you know you're probably tired of me talking about this, is behind the scenes footage. Behind the scenes footage for your portfolio. Well, why, Ty? I'm going to break it down again. You ever wonder why a Bentley or a Rolls Royce costs as much as it do? A part of it is the fact that it's exclusive, but there's a reason why it costs what it costs. Those companies are happy to show you the fact that each vehicle, they're handmade. There is no assembly line where they're just popping stuff on. Each vehicle is carefully handmade by different technicians. If you have a Rolls Royce or a Bentley, you can find out the technician that turned just about every bolt on your car. Why do Rolls Royce and these companies show this? Because it's very important that you see the process, because seeing that process adds value to what they are selling. If they looked at a Ford come down an assembly line and it's made in 22 hours, and you get to see the fact that a Rolls Royce takes 6 months to make, it's handmade. You see people stitching the leather by hand, running it through the machine. They're putting the seats in the car. They're delicate. That adds value to that vehicle. So if you are a content creator and you know what it takes to create this lighting, to create these dynamic, beautiful shots for this client, you need to show that. That will help add value, because your clients don't know what it takes to capture that content. They don't know. In their mind, you're going to show up with a naked camera holding it to get footage. They're not even thinking about the fact that you have this high-tech, super big tripod with a slider on top. They're not even going that far, let alone lights, diffusers, blocking lights, you know, different RGB lights, bouncing color, hair lights. They're not thinking about that. I like to show behind the scenes footage. I like to show before and after, even when I do skin smoothing for video, teeth whitening for video. This is what the client looked like. This is what they look like afterwards. This is before makeup. This is after makeup. Behind the scenes images help sell value. If you don't have any, clients don't know what they're getting. And it's hard for a client to pay freaking $2,000-$3,000 for content and they don't know how you're going to show up. That's why you may get questions about your gear. What kind of gear you got? They're not asking because they know model numbers. They're asking because they want you to just name a lot of stuff so they feel comfortable and they feel like they're getting a lot. Number 4 is behind the scenes photos of your client for their social media. It's a gym alert, right? At Upsell for me, because clients, you got to think about it. When you're on set, whether you're doing a podcast, you're taking pictures, you're doing video, clients like the idea of filming. Hey guys, we're filming today, big day. We got a photo shoot. The behind the scenes images are just important as the actual images or video, because clients like to show that, especially mom and pop shops. It's a big deal for them to have a crew on set to film. It's a big deal for them to be on set. It's a big deal for them to be recording a podcast. It's a big deal for them to have a photo shoot. I have a upsell where we take behind the scenes social media shots for the client that we deliver via an iPhone. We absolutely sell them all the time. That's an upsell that's in your pocket right now that you could be selling your client. When you get really good and you have like a camera like a Sony or something that communicates with your cell phone, you can take images right off your camera and shoot them to your cell phone, edit those bad boys there, and then go straight online with them. And I have clients absolutely love that. So it's a really good upsell and if you have any type of event client, they're going to be hooked when they get a hold of that. Number 3, capturing reference images of the set. Why is this important? Because when you go into a business, and we work with businesses a lot, and you start moving things around, you need to capture 2 images. Your first image needs to be the location before you touch it. Your second image needs to be the location after you touch it. Why, Ty? Why is this important? It's important for a few reasons. One of the reasons why it's important is the most obvious reason, is so that you can put things back to how they were. The second reason you need to do that is for insurance purposes, right? If somebody get hurt, if somebody fall, if somebody trip, if something happened on the set and they trip over something, we need to know, was that there before we started, or did we move that there? In module 3, I go deep into a situation where I had to have pictures to prove that we didn't move what you tripped over, lady. That was there before we got there. And I go into how to prevent that from happening. You want to take reference images. Trust me, your insurance company will thank you, because again, I'm teaching you how to brand yourself, how to wear shirts, how to present yourself as this big company. Big companies are big targets, and there are people who are sitting around that's looking for a reason to call their lawyer so that they can freaking get a lawsuit. So to prevent that, there's going to be things you're going to have to learn to cover your butt as you become this big company, or at least look like this big company. You do not want to have your business go down the drain as soon as your branding start working, because somebody's suing you thinking you're $1 million company and you're on your way to being $1 million company. Now you got to get rid of your name and file for bankruptcy and come back out as the new Flashfilm media because somebody got you. Number 2, you can use your cell phone as a teleprompter. There are small teleprompters that use cell phones, and you can pop it up on your screen and sit real close to a client and let them read off your phone and use it as a teleprompter. In fact, I got a review coming up with one that I have used. Module 3 been, number 1 on the list. Now that is complete, we're gonna start reviewing just a few different pieces of equipment here and there. We're gonna talk about it. Number 1, grab some B-roll with it. Grab some real steady B-roll with it. Establishing shots. The HDR feature on the iPhone 12s and 13s captures such high dynamic range images. It's not even funny. We ain't even getting into the fact that they're now shooting ProRes. That's a whole nother ballgame. Like that, the image quality on it it's ridiculous. You shouldn't have a problem mixing that footage with any camera that's on the market right now. Now, am I saying it should be your A cam? You should shoot mad video with it? No, but you should be able to mix that footage in, grab some B-roll, use the macro camera. You should be able to mix that footage in with anything that's being compressed for online use without a problem. It should be a no-brainer. It's something you should be using. I can't tell you how many times I've popped my phone out and captured some shots just to have them, just CYA, because maybe, we interviewed somebody and they talked forever on this one thing and we didn't capture as much footage as we like. I go grab some cell phone shots and I blend them in, and the client would never know the difference. I've never had a client say, wait, was that? They never know. And I grab all kind of unique shots that I couldn't get with my camera inside of refrigerators or, up under places. Just think about unique places you can put phones that you can't put your big old camera, just to grab a shot that may blow a client away. So those are 5 ways you can use cell phones during a professional shoot. I'm not saying they need to be your A cam, shoot with it, film with it, all that crap. Not saying that. They're not there yet. However, there's a lot of ways you can use this cell phone to make money. You got 2 or 3 upsells out of this whole video that should add 10 to 20% of your ticket price on the cost of your shoot. So it's just a great way to make money. Your cell phone is another camera that should be paying for